All right, let's begin. This is our essential safety briefing for the holy month of Ramadan. We're going to focus on our shared commitment to excellence and, most importantly, our unwavering standard for safety on the road.
Here at Moas Alat Karwa, our modern fleet is a symbol of our professionalism. And during Ramadan, that professional standard is truly put to the test. It's a standard we absolutely must uphold, especially when it comes to keeping everyone safe. So let's be perfectly clear on our core principle from the very start. The company fully respects and supports every single driver observing the fast. But, and this is crucial, our commitment to safe driving is absolute. It's our top priority and it is non-negotiable. These two ideas don't conflict. They run in parallel. Now, we've structured this briefing around a very simple but powerful framework: risk and response. We'll start with our professional commitment. Then we'll dive into understanding the risks. From there, we'll cover why preparation is your priority, go over on-road protocols, detail the emergency stop procedure, and finally, we'll confirm our shared professional standard. So let's kick things off with that foundational principle. It's all about balancing a deep respect for observing Ramadan with the unwavering responsibility we have to our passengers, to the public, and of course, to each other. Okay, let's talk about the hazards. To manage safety, you first have to understand the real risks you're facing. And fasting, while a pillar of this month, introduces some very unique challenges that every single professional driver needs to be ready for. And you can see how these risks are all connected, can't you? It's like a chain reaction. The physical challenges like fatigue, dehydration, low energy, they directly hit your driving performance. That can mean slower reactions and less concentration. Then, you add in environmental factors like heat and heavy traffic, and suddenly the whole situation becomes much more hazardous. Let's be very direct about this. The connection is undeniable, and the consequences are serious. If you don't manage the physical strain from fasting, it directly leads to a higher risk of an accident. There's just no other way to put it. So, what's our response? Well, our first and most important line of defense is preparation. The actions you take before you even start your shift are the single most important factor in making sure you have a safe day on the road. Think of this as your non-negotiable pre-duty checklist. On the left, the things you absolutely must do. Eat a proper suhoor for energy. Hydrate well before you start, and please get enough sleep. On the right, these are the absolute red lines. Never, ever skip suhoor. Do not ignore warning signs like dizziness, and never try to hide a health concern. It's a simple statement, but I want it to really sink in. This is the foundation of our entire safety protocol. Your personal preparation is what protects you, your passengers, and everybody else out there. It really is that important. Okay, so you've done your prep. Now our focus shifts to what you do when you're actively on the road. And these aren't suggestions. These are mandatory protocols for driving while you're fasting. First, increase your following distance. Give yourself that extra safety buffer, that crucial extra time to react. Second, make every maneuver smooth and deliberate. No sudden braking, no sharp turns. Third, you've got to actively manage your mindset. Stay calm, stay patient, especially when traffic gets heavy. And fourth, use your scheduled breaks. They're not just for resting your body, they're for resetting your mind and restoring your focus. This right here, this is your command center, and it demands your full, undivided, and unimpaired alertness and control every single moment you're behind that wheel. And now we come to our final layer of safety. This is the mandatory procedure you must follow if you realize you are no longer fit to drive, even after all your preparation. So let's make this real. Imagine you're behind the wheel, and you suddenly feel dizzy or weak. Maybe your focus starts to blur. What is the mandatory protocol you must follow right then and there? The procedure is 4 crystal clear steps. Step 1, pull over and stop the vehicle in the first safe place you can. Step 2, activate your hazard lights. Step 3, immediately, and I mean immediately, inform the bus operations center or your supervisor. And step 4, you do not, under any circumstance, continue driving. This is our promise to you, and it has to be your guiding principle. Your safety and the public safety always takes priority over the schedule. You have our full authority to make that call without a moment's hesitation. All right, to wrap this up, we're just going to run through a quick commitment check. This is just to make absolutely sure that these critical safety standards are understood and accepted by every professional on our team. First question, can fasting affect your concentration and energy levels? The answer is an unequivocal yes. And just acknowledging that reality is the very first step toward managing it. Second, should you continue driving if you feel dizzy or extremely fatigued? The only correct answer is no. Your professional duty in that moment is to initiate the emergency stop procedure we just covered. And finally, is it your responsibility to report if your condition is affecting your ability to drive safely? Yes, absolutely. Reporting isn't optional. It's a core professional duty that prevents incidents before they happen.
You see, embracing these standards is what truly defines a professional. A well-prepared driver is a safer driver. They're a more focused driver, and they are a credit to our entire team. So this is our final message, the key takeaway I want you to carry with you all month. Fasting requires preparation, but safe driving requires full alertness. On that, there can be no compromise. Drive safe.